So, this is my mini view of Final Fantasy Realm Reborn. I was going to say 13 then. Anyway, I downloaded the 2-week free trial of this game and it's unlimited access. I'm not sure if there's a level cap, but I know in the main game it is 50, the level cap, which should be upped over the next few weeks with the first expansion pack. Right, when you first start this game, it is a bit confusing. If you're not used to RPGs or MMOs, it is going to be hard to understand the map layout and the first city you start in, all the waypoints, where to go and what to do. But it is only a small learning curve. Once you get past that and you get to like level 4 and 5 and you're out here battling monsters, doing quests, bigger quests, you realise how big, rich and diverse this game truly is. I'm only on level 9 and I've already seen stories and other people told me this game is just huge and good and massive, and you start in the main city and you see hundreds if not thousands of players just stood there doing their own thing, and it is quite a sight to see. And like, I've not got the best internet connection, about 9 to 10 download, 1.2ish upload. Now that's not the worst and it's not the best, but I see lag in games like FIFA, Call of Duty, and I think everyone does. Not one bit of lag in this game, period. I've literally not noticed any lag at all, even when you're in a city and there's thousands of players just running around. Now I'm not sure if it is thousands, it looks like a lot, and I'm not sure what the player cap is, but I know it's big. Maybe not as big as DCOU, which is another one of my favourite games, but I'd say it's a lot. Anyway, on to some gameplay. Now this bit, I just want to show you what the shops are like. You see people just standing around, and like they'll see the vendors or shop assistants. Obviously if you go to the city, Lemma Nasia, whatever it's called, there's like a big, like a bazaar, big open market, and got all the different store sellers, like weapons. But with these ones it usually says like purchase weapons, purchase tools. See what sort of stuff he's selling. Not big list like usual. Some of them have like 2-3 pages. And you also got a buyback scheme where you could buy his stuff back if you sold it and you want to buy it back. And then you got tools. Half that I don't even know what it is. Battle gear. Maybe like clothes, things like that, different armor. Now let's see what the fighting, all the battle mechanics are about. It's not turn-based like it used to be. I mean, sometimes it feels turn-based, waiting for your cooldown on each thingy, but each move and or healing thing, whatever you use. But let's just mark one. Boom. And obviously you get in fights with multiple enemies, they'll all be attacking it. These are just wild animals that won't fight unless you attack them. I love the battle mechanics in this game, and I love the way it fights. It does feel fresh compared to a lot of other RPGs or fighting games I've played lately, and I think it also does really well to map it to a controller. Now I've tried it with mouse and keyboard and I actually prefer the controller, and I'm not just saying that, this is genuine. And I think, I don't know, if you look like R2 brings up that, then L2 brings that, but R1 brings up another lot. But holding R1 you can change the preset and you can mark different attacks and abilities or potions or weapons to different slots. So you can potentially have 8 sets of 16 moves. So that's just ridiculous. I'm not going to do the math, but that's a lot of moves you can have. Right, these are what's known as a fate, and basically you work together. They're like random events, just like on Destiny. But look, you see a couple of people there. Help out. I'll try and heal them if their health goes down, so I can do healing spells. But yeah, try and bring them down together. summon my little creature thing, health fight, to take the rest of his health down. But as you can see, there's like loads of people now. Not loads, but about 10 of us trying to take him down. And there's my little blue guy there. Got a lot of XP for that. Basically, yeah, they're fates, and like I said, they're random events. You might not have heard me though with all the commotion, and all together probably about 15-16 people come to help me and the other two just to take him down. He was a big guy. There's my little fella that I created or summoned, and yeah, they're just cool little things. Anyway, on to the dungeon. This is like a little mini city, nothing like the first city you start of or one of the big cities you can travel to, or walk to, or ride to, or fly to. But it's just like a little mini city, a few people, few shops. I mean, it's quite little really, but just gives you a sense of what some of the cities are like. They all look quite a mixture of modern, medieval and futuristic. It's really hard to explain, but I do like the art design. But Final Fantasies have always been known for very good. But basically, these big things are aphorists, or they're called something like that. And the big ones, you can come here and you mark it, and I can set this to be my main one, so every time I die or log into the world, I'll start here or spawn here. Then you get little ones where you attune to them. You can like fast travel from each one basically around the world, and there's thousands dotted around the world. So now I'm going to try and get into that dungeon on the map. Now I know there's loads of dungeons dotted around, but yeah. Let's do this. So where's that there dungeon they speak of? Shop. Oh, loads of shops. Summoning bell. But I think I'm going to come back when I found a dungeon, and I'll finish the review off with a dungeon. But so far this game, I'm loving it. So much to do, see, so much to explore. If you're a massive Final Fantasy fan like I used to be, not so much lately, used to be, then you'll love it. Especially for older players like myself who remember Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9, and just there's so much nostalgia here, it was unbelievable. And it just reminds you about what made Final Fantasy great. And I'm so glad like Square Enix finally got a different studio to remake the Final Fantasy 14, because they fucked up the previous one. And to be honest, the last 3 or 4 Final Fantasies I've not really enjoyed, like Final Fantasy 13, Lightning Returns. There's not been enough exploration or not enough story elements to explore yourself, and it's just, hopefully this proves that it's going to be a return. Good old worked out. I found out in here all these shops is for PvP, where you fight off up against other players, and this is the stuff you could buy for PvP, which is good armor specifically for PvP, like axes, stuff like that. Stuff I'd need, that's a grimoire book that I need for my magic. Obviously you got to be level 50 to buy that, and it costs quite a bomb. There's all these different other stores selling different stuff. So yeah, so we won't be, this ain't the dungeon. So I'm going to have to try and refine the dungeon. Right, just found out I don't think I can do the dungeon yet, and plus this is the free trial. So it turns out the 2 weeks free trial isn't unlimited access to everything, but you can download and play the game. There's just certain things you can't and obviously can do. But I'm not complaining, I've got to play the game I've actually wanted to try out for free, and it's definitely persuaded me to, when the free trial's up, I've got about another 7 or 8 days left, I'm definitely buying it, and I'm going to pay £10 a month to play it because it's just so worth it. It's really is worth it. I was looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online, then it got bad review and been heavily criticised, and then obviously they delayed it on consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, and that put me off, made me think there's things wrong with it. But I personally think they delayed it by a year, the Elder Scrolls Online, because they want to make it perfect for consoles. Obviously it was perfect for PCs, well I wouldn't say perfect, but you know what I mean, and now they're going to refine it for console players, fingers crossed. But this game, if any of you watch this video, just get it. It's so worth it. It's unbelievable. You'll lose hours in it. If you've got other friends that play it, it'll even be better. It's just a great game. Let's quite look at that. Let's see what this quest is. See, this is one of the quests you get the options, so if I finish the quest I can... Oh, an eye patch, nice. But I'm not the right class to wear any of them. But the good thing about this game, you can like level up different class, like go to different classes, join a guild I think, and get better at that class. So I'll be able to wield an axe if I join a fighters guild, or because I'm part of the arcane guild, I'm good with magic, and there's loads of different guilds. Obviously you pick a god, you pick a star sign, and they all like have different effects on different aspects of your combat and magic. But yeah, let's accept it and see what happens. Don't need to read that, I know what it's going to say. Request accepted. Now where do I go? Forbidden Island, Forbidden Island. Place fetches dodo flesh on a suspicious mountain and slay the creatures that emerge. Oh, that don't sound too good. Right, let's see what happens then. Oh. Megalocrab. Science experiment that went wrong. Look at that sky, look. Like you really do see that many stars at night. Ding. Hungry creatures emerge. Oh, nice. I think he's going to be a few tough cookies. I should be alright. Now the reason I really went with a mage that can heal and all that, obviously I don't know any friends that play this game, so even though you can join battles with people, it's better to run around with your own buddies. But I can heal myself. Obviously if I went as a tank, like a guardian or whatever they're called, I'd only really be able to fight and I'd have to rely on potions. But I can actually fight and heal myself and still use effective magic. So that's my review of Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn. It's a brilliant game. If you ain't got it, get it. If you're thinking of getting it, get it. It is really good. It just sucks you in. The story, the side quests, you don't get bored. Maybe the first 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes could be a bit of a grind, but once you get past that and the learning curve, you'll be fine. You see loads of real people just running around, it's ridiculous. And the other day I was here and it looked like thousands. Anyway, buy the game.